Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to talk about Docker, and in my next video I'm going to discuss about Kubernetes. I'm going to tell you how you can run Docker in your local system and how you can run a image from Docker Hub registry, or how you can run an image from your local registry, and how you can create a new image with a base image and your application JSON file. So let's begin. So first, to install Docker, you can follow this link. This is a Docker documentation link. It will take you here to this page to install Docker. And here you can follow these steps. Like you need to download Docker for Windows, or if you are having Mac or Linux operating system, then you can do for that as well. I'm using Windows, so I'm following this link. And then after downloading Docker, you will have this application in your system. Okay. So now, as after installing this Docker in your system, I will tell you how you can run a how you can run an image into your system. To run an image, this is the Docker command, Docker, and then run. So let's see. This is my busy. This is a sample busybox image. This image is uh, if the image is not present in your local system, as you can see. Let's wait for the output. If the image is not present in your local system, then what Docker will do, it will search for that image inside the Docker Hub registry. This is my Docker Hub registry. This is Docker Hub, and if that image is not present in your local system, then Docker will search that image here in this Docker Hub image registry. This is a publicly available registry, and uh, there are multiple different kinds of images which are present here. So Docker is going to search for that busybox image. Busy. This is the image which I am going to install with this command. As now that image is not present in my local registry, what Docker is going to do, it is going to say, okay, this image is not present locally. Docker is going to find this image. And now Docker is looking for that image in Docker Hub, and then it is going to pull this image and it is going to run this as a container in my local machine. Okay, so let's wait for this to finish. Also, if you can see that there I'm only having six containers, but once this image gets successfully pulled and downloaded, I'm going to see one more container for that of busybox image. So I think it is yes, it is done now. Now if you see, this was the container which just gets created, and the status here, the status is running, but here status is exited because it is not a continuous running command. It was just echo command. So that's has happened. Once this command is run, it will exit again. So this is what exactly happening. So now let's try to create our own image. For that you need a JSON file. This is my sample application, JSON application. It is in JSON format, and it is basically a HTTP server, and whenever I hit a request to this HTTP server, I will get my host name in return. This is my output. So this is just a simple code, and this is my Docker file, which is very important. So to create an image, you need both of these files. First one is my JSON file, and second one is my Docker file. So in my Docker file, I have defined my base image. I have defined basically three things. First one is base image to use, which is node no, base image is node, and the tag number is 7. Then second thing is JSON file, my this JSON file, and the third is the entry point, the command which I wanted to run. So I am present. So these both of these files are present here. So I just need to run both of these files. I just need to create my image with this command, docker build -t, and this is my image name. So if I run this command, it is going to Docker is going to build image for me. Now what is happening behind the scene is once I had run this command. A Docker client will upload both of these files to Docker daemon, and Docker daemon is going to create a new image for me. So as you can see, this node 7 node with the tag 7 image is also not present in my local system. So Docker daemon is going to pull this image from Docker Hub registry, and it is going to create a new image for me in my local machine. So now this is done. If I do Docker images, then I can see first this Docker Cubia, Docker I can see this image Cubia YouTube is has created. Also this BusyBox image which I had downloaded before. So both of these images now present in my system. To check the containers which are running in your system, you can do Docker PS. So as you can see, they here only these containers cube are currently running. These are 6 containers which was running. The other 2 containers are in exit state. That's why they are not showing here. But if you want to create a new container, before creating new container, I just want to brief you about the image layers concept. So these images, they are in layers. So the initial layer is the build pack layer. After that, over that, there was node layer which I called in my Docker file the base layer, and over that a new application.js file is created, and this is my top layer now. So this is how image works. It works on layers. As you can also see here, these are the these are the different images layers, exporting layers, as you can see this. So now let's create a container with the name of Cubia container, and with the base image which I just downloaded. You can change the name of your images or all those things as per your preference. So now image this container is created. Here a new container is created now with the name of Cubia YouTube. So if you want to as like if you want to send a request to this container, you can do curl localhost. So I got my host name in return. This container ID is my host name. Okay, so also you can inspect this container, like what is inside, basically all the low level things like MAC address and the IP gateway address. These are the things you can use Docker inspect command. You will get all these things. So now to stop and to remove container, basically to remove container, you first need to stop the container with Docker stop command, and then you can use docker rm command to remove the container. So now I'm stopping this container. Okay, so now if you do docker ps, it is stopped. That's why it is not showing here, but it will show here. This was the container which I just stopped. So now if I remove this container, it will not even show here as well. So I can also do this remove from here as well. Okay, so now that is removed. Now if you want to push your own image, initially you had pulled the image from Docker Hub, but if you want to push your own image to Docker Hub, then you need to tag that image first with your user ID. This is my user ID of Docker Hub. So if I want to, first I need to tag this Cubia image with my user ID. So now if I do Docker images, I can see here this image is tagged with my user ID. Or you can also tag this image, but I had already done this before. So this is it is similar to with this. Like I just need to do docker underscore u underscore to. Now it is tagged with my user ID. Now I can push this image to Docker Hub with just Docker push command and image name. It will push this image to Docker Hub automatically. And now if I go to my Docker Hub image registry, and if I check here, like this was the image which I had pushed before. Now I am pushing it again. So once this is done, this will get updated. Also, the concept of tag is like, if suppose if you are having multiple versions of an image, and uh, of same image, like here busybox is, it is saying latest, and but what if I am having another version of busybox, then with tag I can define that version, like I can say busybox, and here I can define the version like 7 8 9 like this. So that's what is the actual concept of tagging an image. So now this image is uploaded to my Docker registry. The push refers to repository docker.io. This is my user ID and this is my image. Okay. So now if I refresh this page, you can see then you okay. So it is updated now few seconds ago. This is what the concept of Docker pushing now. Or if anyone else anywhere wants to use this image, even you can also use the same image in your system. With the you just need to define this image name in your if you are running a Docker image, like you can do Docker run image name EGNSIUR 51022 slash Cubia. Then your this image is going to Docker is going to fetch this image and Docker is going to run this image. So now I'm going to do exactly same thing, but I am going to define my ports, and this is my image name. So also you can define the container name like we did earlier. Docker run name, container name, Cubia container, and then this image name. Okay, so I'm going to define the container name also. So now this image was already present in my system. That's why Docker didn't pull this image. But if that image was not present in my system, then Docker was going to pull that image from my system. So now this container is created, and that's it. So in next video, I will explain about the concept of pods, and how you can run a local cluster or a multi-node cluster in your system. Also, one last thing to tell you, that you can also log into this container with Docker execute bash command. Now I am inside this Docker container, and if you want to check what are the processes running and all those things, you can also see this is this is my container, and now I'm logged in inside my container. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.